What it is, y'all, it's your old boy Pilk, and I'm coming back today with a video that I promised you guys last night. Little late getting this out just because of some timing on my personal level, but nevertheless, let's go into this case. Someone is having some issues with it. Brolly, Chile, and Limo. The Brolly trio is getting their EZA, and actually this looks like a pretty darn good EZA. Now, being an LR EZA, you know you really should, if you can't, but should, use LRs in this event. Now, obviously, the best leader for this situation is going to be the new Super Gogeta. If you don't have him, though, any movie heroes team will do the job. So let's go ahead and go into battle info here. Now, here's the main thing. You do need movie heroes. They've all got to be movie heroes. But there's a ton of units you can run in this. You could run this with Gohan. You could run this with Piccolo. There's a lot of different ways you could lead this team to success if you don't have Gogeta. So don't get too hung up on the I don't have Gogeta, I can't do it situation. He's not mandatory by any stretch. Now, the one thing that is important is you need to have legendary power linked up. So every unit that's on your team that is not an LR is essentially going to make this harder and harder and harder to beat. So if you can, like I've got up here, running all LRs helps out a lot. And there's enough movie heroes out there. This should be pretty easy to do. So obviously, like I said, I'm running this Gohan. I call him Beast Gohan, but we're getting the real Beast Gohan soon. We've got Orange Piccolo. We've got the OG, I say the OG, but the Strength Gogeta. I mean, he's OG at this point. He's like 4, almost 5 years old. We got the AGL Goku and Vegeta from the Cooler movie. And we've got the Int Goku, Vegeta, and Trunks. I believe that's from the BoJack movie. So, pretty easy stuff, pretty straightforward. If you're lacking any one of those units, or even Gogeta himself, you could swap it out for any other movie hero. So, level 7, we're finally getting into the full trio, and I'm just going to go ahead and auto-run this just because that's how I tend to do it. My litmus test for this is if I can auto-run it, then that means it's a good enough team to get the job done. All right, so Gogeta's opening it up. He's not getting a use super, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. The nice part is, because they all are LRs, they're all, so long as they're getting a single SA, they're all going to have legendary power, and they've all got respectable links, so they all should be getting an SA, basically no matter what. They should never be out in the cold. Okay? Even when they took an SA themselves, they really weren't. It wasn't a major threat. It was a big hit, but it wasn't, a world-ending threat, especially considering Gogeta being strength and they're all physical. It was not scary. All right. Now, I want to emphasize here, this is just Gogeta so far. Gogeta's almost soloed the event. So do bear that in mind. For his age, he's definitely putting in work. Kind of like your old boy. Now, emphasis on the old. Here we go with Gohan. Noise. Ooh, such a good hit. And that's that. That's that. We just need the first 2 units. So, there you go. So, if you had any questions about this team is absolutely holding their own. Does help they're all on a 200% team. That's the one thing that I kind of did do aside from this, is I made sure that everybody was getting the 200% from Gogeta. So, that be that. All right, let's move on to level 8. And I feel pretty confident that even auto-running this, we should easily be able to finish level 9. Probably go even further beyond, but we don't necessarily need to. That is what it is. All right, here comes Brolly and Chile and Lemo. There we go. Oh, picking the tech key. Okay. Doesn't really matter. Basically, anything Piccolo gets is going to be golden for him. Oh, man, look at that. No pun intended, because he is orange. Everybody pretty much has gotten their 18 plus. Everybody got 20 plus. Almost everyone but Piccolo got full 24s. So, yeah. This team is absolutely phenomenal. Bam. Let's keep going. All right, he's getting a 12 key. Love the animation, by the way, guys. If you haven't seen the animations on these attacks, we covered them back when this was on JP, so it's not like new, but I just love their animations. See, oh, they still did 10 mil. No, they're fine. They're absolutely fine. Only thing I'm a little worried about is them defensively, but it is what it is. In this event, they're not being threatened by any stretch. So far, we're at level 8. We've only needed to use the first 2 units on the first rotation, on the first turn. So let's see if we need all 3 units when we get into level 9. The way they're hitting, the way a lot of these guys get multiple attacks, probably not. But we'll see. We shall see. Same team. Same team. I didn't check the leader skill. We should be double leading Gogeta. I didn't double check that, but I think right now it's just so common. Everyone's sharing their Gogetas. All right, Brolly, you got it. Of course, in a few days' time, everyone's gonna be sharing their Beast Gohans. Oh, he is so good. All right. And 7.4 mil. That's just the attack stat. Let's see if he gets a critical or anything like that. Okay. 5.9 mil. Still very respectable. Gogeta, 6.3 mil. Little lower attack stat. Interesting. Orange Piccolo hits a little harder, but I think he has to build up over time anyway. Yeah. Yet his damage output was almost identical. Okay. Additional attack, 3.9 mil. Okay. Only 2 attacks. Here comes Beast Gohan. Not even Beast Gohan. The Imposter Gohan. And we're finally going on to turn 2. Oh, he should be alright. Ouch! That was a much harder hit than I expected it to be. You know, with how hard that hit was, we might actually be in a little bit of trouble here. Look at all those attacks coming in. He's doing a good job. I'm putting my faith in Gogeta, though. There we go. $13 mil, nice. And that's that. So even though we did get a little scared there for a minute, he pulled it out. Level 9 was still not that much of a threat. And I think a lot of that came down to the fact that the links on that last team, or that last rotation, were, for the first rotation, I should say, were pretty bad. But that's okay. Here we go. Finally, level 10. And once again, I'm auto-running it. If I'd manually run that one, I could have rearranged things a little bit and moved units around. But in my personal opinion, I think if you can auto-run a team in an EZA event like this up through level 10, you built a pretty darn good team. I won't lie, though. The cracks are starting to show. And the fact that Gohan's in the front here does make me... Oh, okay. We are going to do one small thing. I'm going to switch these Gogetas around. Now we can do that. Remember, if those 2 Gogetas are on rotation together, that means that if they're side by side, they're not going to link up. So that's bad news. We don't want to deal with that. Okay. He's eating an SA out of the box. Let's see what this hits for. Okay. No. Not a threat. Not a threat at all. In fact, funny enough, I think, like, 3 turns ago when we got SA'd at the end of the turn, it hit for the same amount. So it'll be all right. He gonna be okay. All right. We'll see what this hit actually hits for. Ooh, that could have been a better hit. I'm not gonna lie. Ooh, 7 mil. Nice. 7 mil attack stat, so 5.1. Okay. Could be better, could be a lot worse. All right, Gohan, what you got going on? I feel pretty confident they're not going to SA again. I don't think they get multiple SAs, but we'll see. All right. Get him, Gogeta. So, Gohan did not get an extra attack, and that's a bit unfortunate, but it is what it is. Yeah, I hate to say it, I think Gohan's a big combo breaker here. I think he's restricting our Link skills. He might not have been the best choice for this team, but I mean, you know, once again, team's just putting in work, so I ain't losing sleep over it. There we go. Ooh, a couple units here are only getting 12 key. All right. Let's see what they do. And it is 5.8 mil. Okay, yeah, no, it's done. It's a done deal. So there you guys go. Pretty easy team to build. Not that challenging of an EZA, but what we really need to know is how good this EZA is. So we'll come back and we'll test that in here in a little bit, and we'll make a final decision on that. But I get the feeling this EZA is going to be quite nice. But let's let Gojin. I'm a little disappointed that Goku and Vegeta didn't finish up and that they basically have to fuse to do it, but it is what it is. Like, comment, share. If you have any more questions or concerns, put them in the comment section. That's what they are for. And I'll catch you guys on the next Dokkan Battle video.